This is a typical coloured Boomslang of Port Elizabeth. The typical males are green and black, or yellow and black. Our females tend to be a more browny colour. As you can see, this one is motoring around, finding out what's going on. It just came out of its container. Boomslang are attracted to our houses now simply because of the fact that people are putting up bird feeders and having areas for birds to make nests on their patios and stoops, and that's attracting Boomslang. They're actually returning to the same place several weeks in a row to inspect the nests for baby chicks for them to eat. So they're actually becoming a little bit lazy in hunting and preferring to choose residential areas for hunting their food rather than in the wild. See, it's nice and relaxed, it's not doing anything now, it realizes it's not in any danger or any stress, so it's just relaxing, looking around what's going on. And Boomslang, obviously we know they are highly venomous, but the snake in general just wants to run away. It doesn't want to attack you or anything like that, and obviously will bite if threatened, but if left alone, if it do its own thing, it will create no problem. Rinkhals are not very common in Port Elizabeth, but very wet areas like Peascombe, green bushes, they are quite common because of the wetness. We receive 200 mils more rain a year than the rest of Port Elizabeth, and that's why they're out here in the grass areas, because they love to eat frogs and toads. So they are a very potent little snake. They're the only spitting snake in Port Elizabeth. And as a defense, you can see they're standing right up, they're spitting a hood saying I actually am dangerous on the Rinkhals, and if I taunt him too much, he's actually going to turn around and spit. There's a myth going around that Rinkhals play dead. I'm going to prove to see do they play dead or not. And you'll see this one is very alive, pulling around, doing his thing. I'm going to bring him back, and as you can see he's playing very good at the moment. Just going to touch him a little bit around the neck. They are so convincing, you can actually flop them upside down. They'll even open their mouth, stick out their mouth, to actually pretend that somebody is really hurt them very much. And you can see now, look how quickly they come alive again. Perfectly alive. Well, touch. Okay, Cape cobras are not that common in PE at the moment, and that is because it's been hot, but we've also had a lot of cold spells in between. We've had a bit of rain. They do not like it when it's wet. If we have a week or so of very, very hot temperature, Cape cobras come out. At the moment, they are very quiet. We've only caught 4 this season, and that is simply because we've had hot, dry, then cold, wet conditions. They really like very hot conditions. And also they pretty much staying in areas like Malabar, Westring. That is because it's very hot and dry in that area. They don't like areas like Peascombe or Summer Strand, where it's a little bit wetter than what we're having here in these areas. People often ask why our puff adder is so brightly marked. Have a look at this one. You see how it blends into the dry grass immediately, just like that. So their cryptic coloration is absolutely brilliant camouflage in grass, thick grass. If you ever walk in thick grass, do be careful, because puff adders really, really like thick grass habitats. So always be on the lookout for puff adders. If you're walking along and you come across a puff adder, or you're gardening and then you see a puff adder there, take a step back, keep a meter or so distance away from the puff adder, and you are safe. It's not going to get up and chase you or bite you, but do get yourself out of its area, just so that it knows it's not threatening you. Main difference between a night adder and a puff adder, if you look at the structure of the snake, look at his markings, his patterns. The night adders, the back of his head, he's got a very thick V pointing towards his nose. Puff adders have V's pointing the opposite direction, and their whole body has V's. Night adders only have saddles on their back, and they've got that very, very dominant V on the back of their head. Night adders tend to be a lot more vocal than puff adders. As you can hear, he's huffing and puffing. He's really, really upset. They've got a bad temper. Puff adders are a little bit more tolerant than night adders. But night adders, nobody in South Africa has died from a night adder bite. They have a cytotoxic venom. It is a bad venom, but it's not deadly. But you will still be in a lot of pain from the venom, a bit of swelling, but they're definitely not as bad as night adders. They have a very bad temper, very quick to bite. See over here, it doesn't take much to provoke a night adder. As you can see, they can strike very quickly, and when they bite very, very severely.